Hello again from Central Virginia, and today I'm gonna show you how a little old lady like me, a weakling, can put up a cattle panel archway like this one. This is a cattle panel that I put up a couple of years ago to serve as a gateway up into the outer part of my garden. Earlier this year, I moved the hops, which were growing on this side of this archway, over to a future archway because it was competing with this passion flower vine. And literally the passion flower vine was overtaking the hops, and the hops were trying to overtake the passion flower vine. So obviously they needed their own bedrooms, so to speak. So I moved them. And as a result, actually, you can see that the oregano is really taking off. That's where the hops were. And now I'm going to put up a new arch all by myself. Do you believe it? Sage is behind the camera and he is not really invisible. He's invisible. He doesn't really exist. All right, let's go and take a look at what we need to do this job. Excuse our mess because we're in the process of developing more the perimeter beds, and there's cardboard everywhere because Sage and I scored cardboard this morning. So it's a bit of a mess right now. All right, to do this job, you go to the feed store, local feed store or farm store, and you buy a 16-foot cattle panel. Now, you need somebody to help you load it into your truck. It's probably not going to go in a regular vehicle. I'm lucky enough to have my brother-in-law who has helped me with this numerous times. So you just need a cattle panel. This thing is super sturdy and can actually hold just about anything because it is meant to hold cattle in. So you know it's going to be able to hold up watermelon, squash, and certainly the hops plants. So you need one of these. The other thing you're going to need is 4 T-posts. Now these are 5 feet tall, and this is sufficient to hold up this cattle panel. This is really all I need. Now you can pound these into the ground with a heavy-duty mallet, but we are fortunate enough to have access to a T-post pounder. It's very heavy. You can do your workout with this thing, but it does the job in terms of driving in the T-post. All right, I have placed the cattle panel on the ground so that I can measure approximately where I want to put the T-post in. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Probably I'm going to be able to do this by myself. I might need an assist. Who knows? Depends on the ground. All right, you're going to drive the T-post into the ground, up, and this part right here is going to be where the cattle panel is going to bump up against. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is wrangle this thing into position. It's very wobbly, and I'm going to attempt to hoist it up. It's not that it's so heavy, it's just awkward. No, it's all right. I want them to see the struggle. It's not a piece of cake, but it's not that it's hard. You go down. Go down. Aha. this is the part where it's a little bit tough. Basically, I got to get up, down. Once it's here, I can wiggle it down to place. Woo!
You know, it'd be cool if it went farther apart. It'd be like wider and a little taller.
Yeah, you can do it that way. But this is about what I want because Reed can reach up to the hops. And I'm just going to start guiding these one-on-ones that want to wander. This guy is definitely on the wrong side of the tracks. So we'll send him or it up here. You may come over this way, Hopsy. All right, this one's just getting started. I did it. This will be filled up with hops in pretty short order. It takes a little bit more effort when it's just one person, as you could see. And Sage did give me the one little assist there trying to get so I could get it up and over here. But it is doable. Easier with two people, but definitely doable with one. Now, if I wanted to, I could take some tie clips and put them onto the T-post, and I might end up doing that. But this really is what you need. It's not going to go anywhere. You can push on it. These T-posts are driven in pretty far, and even though they're not just perfectly straight, they're just doing the job of holding this panel up. So this will be a lovely walkway through and into the garden. You too can do this project. How much did it cost? Well, I went to my local seed and feed store, and the whole project cost about $75, which is a whole lot cheaper than any kind of trellis that you can buy. One of the reasons I love cattle panel archways and cattle panels and T-posts is you can pull these out of the ground fairly easily. You can rearrange this or move your arches wherever you want. And the other reason that I totally love them is that I have them all over my garden. And one of the things is it gives you good vertical growing space, and that also inhibits deer, because if deer can't see a clear way through, they're not likely to jump over my garden fence. This is outside the fence, but they don't like hops, so that's good. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're well. Take care. Bye. What? Ah!